Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 56.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Jackson now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Always got some breathing room. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. 49 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Rams have struck quickly here in the opening minute of this Super Bowl. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Murray going to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To Mixon on the check down. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and
he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. And able to get this out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on fourth. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now Murray off play action. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle, 76 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. It's caught here by Adams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Second down, here's Barkley again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And now the rookie's free. The 20, 10, 5.
And whatever up to the days of just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And this is back to an 8-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On play action, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Murray now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Chubb on the counter. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Play fake. Murray drops it off for Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
69 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
They ain't ready for us.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 221 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 31, Burrow. He gets it complete to Jackson. Touchdown! Deshaun Jackson, 31 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down, and we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.